Call me a duck, call me a chicken, call me a goat, call me a dog. I'm not in high school anymore, guys. A grown man out here chasing his dreams. It's funny that we really live in a world where being called a duck should affect me. Guys, come on.
Tom Aspinall has been provoking Jon Jones for quite some time now, and to some people there are moments when the Englishman crosses the line with his trash talk. Check out which fighters have come to Jon Jones's defense, commenting on the provocations made by Tom Aspinall. First, take a look at Chael Sonnen's warning to Tom Aspinall. The former fighter stated that if Aspinall wants to keep up this provocative stance, that's fine, but he better be ready for what's coming. Because when the cage doors close, it will be terrifying for the Englishman, and things will get real.
I like a duck. I like that you said a suit of a man our age. You want to wear a suit and you want to hold up a duck? I'm into the whole thing. But there is a moment after all that fun is done, they are going to come to your locker room and you are going to walk to the cage to face Jon Jones. And for right now, I will leave it at that. But I will tell you, when that moment comes, things get real fast. I remember it was Klitschko was going around for years, and he nicknamed himself so that the announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr., would have to say, the man that Evander Holyfield refuses to fight. That took years before Evander Holyfield actually got in the ring and did the fight. So, I mean, some guys deal with this stuff very well, and some guys don't. When that referee turns to you and says, are you ready? And you got Jon Jones standing 26 feet across from you. I'm just sharing with you. It changes. I looked across the ring and thought, damn, that guy looks big. I remember thinking that. And I'm only sharing with you, like, there is a big question. Can Jon deal with somebody bigger?
Daniel Cormier also warned Aspinall about his trash talk, saying that Jon Jones is a dangerous man and extremely difficult to fight. He pointed out that Aspinall's provocations could make things even worse for him, as Jones will come at him with full force. And at that point, there will be no going back or rethinking his words.
Tom Aspinall has to go through Jon Jones, right? There is nobody else beating Jon Jones. Jon Jones can fight the rest of these guys for another 2 to 3 years and still beat them. The one that people worry about is Tom Aspinall. He showed up the other day with a duck. He had a duck. He was holding a plastic duck. He's still searching for that thing that's gonna piss Jon Jones off. Chael, I thought I was gonna win both times. And I thought I was going to win. I was certain of it. I thought I was going to win more the second time after fighting him. But again, I'm also just a psychopath in regards of who I think I am. But here's the deal. You're in there fighting Jon Jones, and that's when you go, well, he's a little bit different than any other human being I've ever fought. Like, the rest of the guys are pretty good. They're fast, they hit hard, and they may hit harder than him. But he doesn't really veer off of what he's trying to do. He's very mean, he's durable, he's hard to fight, and Tom Aspinall is gonna find that out, right? So yes, Chael, I love the duck. I love all the fun. I love all that. But at the end of the day, when you get in there with that dude, don't start rethinking things. He gonna run right through you.
Check out how clear Jon Jones's disdain for Tom Aspinall is, as he openly states that he sees the Englishman as just another fighter, someone who adds absolutely nothing to his career.
And will you defend your belt against Aspinall, who has the interim title?
More than likely not. More than likely not. I feel like Tom Aspinall is, I don't want to say nobody, but he just hasn't proven anything. He hasn't done anything. And I understand that. I mean, he won his belt against Sergey. Sergey just got slaughtered by someone else. So it's just like, I'm not here to gamble someone else making a name off of me. I'm here to compete against the guys where when we look back, 10 years from now, it'd be like Jon Jones fought this guy and that guy and this legend and this champion and this champion. If there were to be a fight of a guy that's still on our UFC roster that would be not only financially worth it, but legacy worth it, it would be Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira and I, we both are 37.
Light heavyweight champ?
Yeah, we're both 37 years old. Right now, I weigh about 235. I'm an incredibly light heavyweight. I think Pereira walks around at 240. And I think that fight would go much farther on my legacy than a young man who's cool today and maybe gone tomorrow. I remember a time when the whole world thought Johnny Walker was going to be the guy to beat me. And no disrespect for Johnny Walker, but I mean, we all have seen the way his career played out. I've just been here too long to get all excited about someone who's hot today. I'm here for legacy. I've been gambling for way too long to just take random fights.
Paddy Pimblett also gave his opinion, making it clear that no one should bet on Tom Aspinall in a fight against Jon Jones, as the American is the greatest fighter in MMA history with an extraordinary fight IQ.
Completely agree with Mike, you know what I mean? Michael, you can't pick against Jon Jones. He's got the best fight IQ I've ever seen. He game plans well, but Tom Aspinall, if anyone can beat Jon Jones, it's Tom Aspinall. He's got the speed, the power, the grappling, and he's the coolest dude in MMA.
Dricus du Plessis spoke out and said that no one should be provoking Jon Jones just because he doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. He emphasized that Jones has already achieved everything in MMA and has nothing left to prove to anyone, so no one should be pressuring him or trying to force him into this fight.
Aspinall is such an incredible fighter. He is the next generation, 100%. You see a heavyweight move like a middleweight. He can strike, he can grapple, he can wrestle, but so can Jon Jones. And everybody's like, no, he's going to beat Jon Jones. How do you say that? Nobody's been able to do that. Every time people say Jon Jones, this fight, Jon Jones knows how to win. Jon Jones, everybody said Cyril Gane, at heavyweight. Cyril Gane is a real heavyweight. Jon Jones is looking out of shape. Went in there and made it look like Child's Play. Jon Jones is a different animal in his mentality, and that makes a champion. But then you have Tom Aspinall. The same, he has that mentality too. Young, hungry. I mean, Jon Jones at his age doesn't need to prove anything. He's done it all. At some stage, you have to give over you have to give it over. Yeah, at some stage, and Jon Jones is just one of those guys where he has beaten, and everybody's like, you have to fight Tom Aspinall. You don't want to fight Aspinall. Yeah, but remember how many of those Aspinalls he's fought in the past. He's been at the top of the game for how long? Exactly. He's taken out guys coming in, guys that's retired already, that were up and coming that he's beaten. He's like the Valentino Rossi of the UFC. Like, people come, beats, gets close, beats him. Like generations. So he doesn't have to prove anything more. And with Tom Aspinall, I do believe that other than Jones, there's not a heavyweight that's coming close to him.
Francis Ngannou also defended Jon Jones, stating that Jones gets to decide who he fights since he is the greatest fighter of all time. Because of that, no one should pressure him or try to force him into facing an opponent he isn't interested in.
I think this is about there is a negotiation situation here that's involved that we don't know, all the ups and downs. They use that in the negotiation to say, oh no, he doesn't want to fight this guy, he's scared, and then that's how the machine works. And I think he's in the position to claim what he wants. As he said, Aspinall need that fight, I don't need it. And when you look at it, pretty much true. There's nothing that he's going to make have more in winning that fight if it's not money, But for Aspinall, which is someone coming and trying to cement his way in the division, that will be everything. I think Aspinall will be a more challenging fight because Aspinall responds to a ground game better than Pereira. Aspinall will respond better in wrestling than Pereira. So, but I mean, hey man, he can do whatever he wants. I think he's his call. And then because when you get at that point, you only fight if you want to fight, and you better have a fight that you want for good reason. I think he doesn't need it. He will want it. That's all.
Well, guys, it looks like some people are siding with Jon Jones and don't think it's right for anyone to doubt the American's abilities, let alone try to force him into fighting Tom Aspinall. On top of that, some of Aspinall's trash talk has irritated Jones, and that will only make things harder for the Englishman. After all, Jon Jones could use all this as the extra motivation he might have been missing. But what do you think? Will Jon Jones eventually face Tom Aspinall? And if he does, how do you think the fight will end? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss. If you're a real MMA fan and love staying updated on everything happening in the fight world, you definitely need to check out these 2 other videos on your screen. They're packed with crucial information, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy them while staying on top of the latest MMA news. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and drop a like to help spread the content. See you next time.